Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Chase Freedom. Ludwig von Mises, on the behalf of whom I do not in the slightest claim to speak, describes action as purposeful behavior. He also describes a rational action as that which is taken in the honest belief that it will obtain the desired results, even if it does not. This implies, of course, that even actions you or I may think of as foolish could be considered rational if the person honestly believes the actions will bring about the desired outcome. A common example of this situation is someone doing a rain dance in order to cause a storm. We may find it to be a foolish endeavor, but if the person dancing for rain really believes that the dance will cause a storm, they are acting rationally. Performing a traditional dance in order to honor one's ancestors would likely be met with understanding, but dancing in order to cause a rainstorm would likely raise eyebrows. Nonetheless, each case is perfectly rational if the subject honestly believes in the purpose of the act. Simply put, to any observer of another's actions, the ability to judge the rationality of said actions is lost, because no person can know the reasoning behind the actions of others unless explicitly told. To say it is foolish for that person to purchase concert tickets is asserting that the speaker is somehow better equipped to dictate how the subject may accomplish certain goals, when the goals of the subject cannot be known to the speaker unless in some previous meeting they discussed the reasoning behind the purchase of concert tickets. What is believed to be a wise action by some may be believed to be a foolish one by others. This, of course, varies from situation to situation and from person to person. It can also be noted that this definition of rational behavior represents an attitude of understanding, communication, and education as we try to make sense of the world around us and learn from one another. If it is impossible to know the motivations and thus the rationale behind a single action taken by a single individual through mere observance of the act, we may conclude that it is also impossible to know the motivations and thus the rationale behind any action taken by any person in any given population through mere observance. One could take the time to question each and every member of a population to ascertain the rationality of their decisions, but in the very next moment, after having discovered the reasoning behind their actions, what securities are there that each of the many subjects will not experience a change in their goals or desires? There are none. Goals and desires are subject to change on a whim without a moment's notice, further decreasing the chances that they could ever possibly be known for any useful amount of time within a given population. This is the essence of why central planning in an economy cannot work. A central body cannot dictate to citizens how much money to spend on which goods and services in a way that is anywhere near as efficient as allowing citizens to individually decide what is of value to them. Institutions such as taxation attempt to control the economy in this way. Because central planning moves value from one place to another without the genuine demand for it in the marketplace, it leads to misallocation of wealth and malinvestments. This can sometimes be seen by a false, temporary boom followed by an inevitable bust, as misallocations of wealth are dealt with by the market at the expense of those who formed their livelihoods around malinvestments caused by government interference in the marketplace. Additionally, the entire premise of central planning is that a government is capable of knowing how money should be spent in order to improve the economy to levels that would not have been possible if the private sector had not been bothered. This is ridiculous considering that the existence of an economy is completely subsistent on the decisions of buyers and sellers engaging in mutually beneficial exchanges. The only people who can decide if an exchange is mutually beneficial are the people involved in the exchange at the time of its occurrence. If laws are imposed to disrupt the exchange from taking place, the second best mutually beneficial option will be taken, and society as a whole has then lost some marginal amount of value. Adding together all the exchanges that are impacted by laws, it can be seen that the total decrease in value gained by society becomes very large very quickly. Okay, thank you for watching this video. If you agree, please let me know why. If you disagree, please let me know why. If you liked the video, please leave a like. And if you didn't like the video, you should definitely try unmuting your TV or something. I don't know. Alright, thank you for watching, guys. And remember, never stop chasing freedom.